to done yet. Gets the jump in. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Gets back with a well-placed drive reversal. The impact gets blocked. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Very solid corner switch. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Takes a trip. Big counter. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Does a good job of pushing back. Experiencing burnout. So little life left. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Knockdown. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do. Baits out the attack and gets the punch. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Jump? Are we going to see some fireworks? Big counter. Good job blocking the jumper. They're showing us hit them with a stop and buy. Player 1 will look to a... Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Knockdown and player 2 is not in a good place health-wise. They get the win by sustaining good corner pressure and not giving them any breathing room. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Will we see our fighters fill each other out or just let it fly in this opening round? Both fighters have plenty of health. Where's this match gonna go? Gets the cross-up. They knew that throw was coming. He's got a ton of damage off that opening. Can they do it again? Player 2 chases them down. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Takes a trip. Nails the anti-air. Had the radar up and running. Will we see a drive impact? Both fighters are barely alive. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. The jumping is denied. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Axel! Gutsy play with the grab. What'll happen here? They've got the meter for a drive impact. Scrapping it out up close. Hits them with a stop and buy. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Taking no prisoners. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Shows a medium kick. Player 2 is in a pretty good spot. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Medium kick into. This can lead to some big damage. Back to the corner. Are we there? The low. Oh my, the throw tag. The low kick hits. Drive parry. Reversal. They're using a bot. No way. No sign of running up from out of the corner. That corner is starting to look scary. Anticipated that throw. What? Anti-air. Ooh, blocks the cross-up. Does Jinrai choose their shot? The brain on this fighter to fit with a counter in that situation. Goes big time to engine. Never ever gets a chance to show off the fancy stuff. Player 2.
Is challenging you.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. That overhead was a bit obvious. Deftly shuts out the jumping. Goes for the throw. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Projectile to try and change the situation. Gets the jump in. Life lead opens up. All right, what's coming up next? Will we see it? And that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Mixing it up with low tiger. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Gets scooped from down low. Grabs and throws him away. Player 2 hits him with a stopping block. This is gonna be bad news. A drive impact to end. Yo, are they actually dead? The super art doesn't kill. They gotta focus to finish this off. We have Soup burns the gauge to turn up the heat. Player 2 will look KO. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Checks with the projectile. Will the drive play here open things up for him? Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Side switch with the back throw, looking for a chance to gain the upper hand. Comeback's gonna be tough now. Can they do it? Taking stock. Player 1 creates a good KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Burns the drive gauge. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Going in, fires a tiger shot. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player 1 in dire. Ooh, does them dirty. What are they gonna do? Raw critical. What's gonna happen? A clean KO. Nice meter alert. What a finish!
One step behind.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Holds out with the block. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Trips him up. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Where is their opening? Gets them. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. G-right kick for a mix-up. Will we see a drive in? Pokes with a medium kick. There's a change of thought. Decides to go fancy on that jump in and takes care of it with a perfect parry. Burnout activates. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Tiger knee to the sternum. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. The drive impact doesn't work. Their spacing is so on point right now. Solid anti-air. Hanging on for dear life. And with flatlines in. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. open. This is gonna hurt. The last round. Perfect parry. How will they follow up? Both fighters are raring to go. Ooh, you never crowned them from above. Player 2 needs to win. Nothing stops this train. This can lead to some big damage. Totsugeki to the face. Dangerous range. He tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Both are ready to pull the trigger. Sets up with the jump in. Both sides getting ready. Shoots the plasma. How's this? Jump. Ooh, what a smart throw. Ugh, take a seat. No, critical art now. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Bring in the heat. Sits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Perfectly planned, perfectly executed. Player 2, straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak. All right.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The command grab doesn't make it. Goes air to deny them a chance. Blocks the jump in. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Can't tech the throw. They block the overhead, and player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Knockdown. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. The jump in is denied. Let's see play with the grab. Both fighters planning something? Just goes for it at this range. Closing moment of the match. It's too much. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. The grab misses. Grabs him. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. That's some big juicy damage on that. Burnout activates. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Still scrapping for control of the space. Check with a medium. Not much life difference. Knocked them out of the air. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Both fighters planning something? Oh, nice! Player 2, low heavy. Noticeable life lead is a comeback stroke. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Adds a bit of OD spice there. Baits out the low kick. Splash! Nice parry. Ooh, the low. What now? The throw is denied. Medium kick into. Here comes the corner pressure. Super art to show what our DHC and fighters can do for you. Nails it. Player 1 has the super that burns out. All the throw connects. Player 1 sets up with the jump in. Attacks out the cage and hits the final prison. I ain't a doctor, but you can't tell me that the body's gonna bend that way. The super connects. Going in after flash outs. What are they gonna do? Medium kick. Dragon lash. They gotta dig down deep. Drive attack misses. They are done. Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Knockdown. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. What are they thinking here? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approaches to the fight. Not shy with the grab. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Life lead opens up. Oh, easy tag. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're goes low, then high with this counter hit. Grabs him. Dashes up. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. From upstairs. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Will we see a drive impact? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Excellent block. Nice counter. Knockdown and their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Overhead, but it won't work. Just go for it. What are you jumping in for? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. They're back into the corner now. Scuffle. This is a yo! Raw super here. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Bring in the heat. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. What are they to put a super art do anything? Great job in escaping that corner. Wraps it up with a throw. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Checks with a medium kick. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. It's a dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Goes for an overhead. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Not shy with the grab. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Next hit will end the round. Oh, goes for it and puts them down with the impact. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Burns the drive gauge. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Can't tech the throw. Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Took him to the corner and a flash. What'll happen here? Splash axe. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Quick dashing. Next the counter. Life lead is there, but still KO. Player 1 brings it. This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Jump in, finds the mark. Still slugging it out here. Trips him up. Throw hits. Now the fun begins. Knockdown. Gonna pay for telegraphing that jump in. Throws him. What's next? Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with Fireball. Holds out with the block. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. At this range, many attacks can connect if he checks that jump in easily. Now they can go on the offensive. Then springs forward with the drive rush. This is a critical KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Doesn't miss a beat. Axum! Power bomb! Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Looking for a chance. Oh, could be the start of something. Gets the jump in. What'll happen here? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Will we see a drive in? Barely blocks the jump in. The exchange flows. Clutch anti-air. Their spacing is so on point right here. But who's gonna blink first? Yes! Drive impact for the win. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1. Fight.
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Goes for the command grab. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Knockdown. Drive rush. Gets in their face. All right, what's coming up next? This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 chases them down. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Throws out a projectile. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Come here. Crunchy Tiger! They just won't stop switching sides. Goes for the jump in. Both fighters planning something? Springs forward with the drive rush. Drive rush to keep it going. Their life is hanging by a thread. Just goes for it and KO! Player 2. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Starts the round off with a projectile to assess the situation. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Stands firm and blocks the drive. All right. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Who's gonna make a move? All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Carries the projectile. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. That drive impact is blocked. Taking stock. How's this? Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Fires off a Tiger! The super doesn't hit. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner grip. Closing moments of the match. How will they utilize this? Learn to come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. still very early in the round. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Tiger Nexus to start something. The jump in is denied. Somehow pushes back all the way to hits him with a stop and bomb. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Aerial Tatsu. Big throw. What'll happen here? A drive in overhead. What are they gonna drive it back? Misses. Are we gonna see a comeback? Flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Hits him with a stop and bomb. Crunchy Tiger. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Danger piston leads to some big damage. What now? Tries to lock down with the Tiger shot. Oh, combo. Let's go. Reversal. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Knock them out of the air. Player one is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Wrecks them. The stun. Is it going to be over? Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player two was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Clean parry. That's some big juicy damage on that counter. Player two chases them down. There's a corner switch. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Sees it coming and blocks it out. Knockdown. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? That's one huge life lead. Is this going where we think it is? Trying to read each other here? With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Time's the only thing moving here. Okay, creating some space here. Parries to cancel the fireball. Feeling out the spacing. Throws out a projectile. Parries the projectile. This is a tough spot. Anything could happen here. Player one can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Checks with a low Tiger shot. They've got the meter for a drive impact. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Mixing it up with low Tiger shot. Hanging on for dear life. Gotta be careful. Oh. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Bending that drive gauge. Who's going to start things off? Player two did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Breaks the... burnout activates. Player two has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Mixing it up with low Tiger shot. Low step to tap the shins. Checks with a medium kick. Big throws. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Looking for impact. Swap. Both fighters planning something? Can this drive bring them back? Anti-air in the clutch. Player one tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. It burns out. Lynching. The Dragon Blast Super hits home. Okay, here we go. Player one has a cannon. Excellent read. Player one flatlines him. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. The last round. It's now or never. Jumps. He throws them. Player one out those close throws. And now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Buff Tiger uppercut right into kiss. What now? That corner is starting to look scary. Jinrai all in with a rush! Player 1 needs to use more fuel to the fire! Cook him up! This is gonna kill, no doubt about it! Put them on a t-shirt with that finish! Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with! What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Holds out with a block. Knockdown. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Takes a trip. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Reads them. Both fighters are barely alive. Quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing.
Round 2.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Was looking for that jump attack. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Oh, they were looking for that overhead. Drive gauge gap here. Flash out. Player 1 experiencing burnout. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Super art on deck for both fires off a Tiger Kick. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Side switch. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. The overhead denied. They've got to pull the trigger on their drive. Dangerous range here. Oh, yo! Super here! What a finish! Player 2 brings it home.
Round 1. Fight.
We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Reads them. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Throws on. What's next? Taking stock. Surprises them with a drive rush. All right, what's coming up next? A drive impact could end it all here. Both are just springs forward with a drive rush. Knockout drive rush to keep it going. In there. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Limited resources at hand right now. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Now, can they finish the job? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Side switch in the corner. Jumps? Powerbomb, baby! Jumps in. Crunchy Tiger Knee. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. A drive impact could end it all here. Oh no, a massive Tiger Kick. The super doesn't hit. Flatline though. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Gets the counter hit. Nice Tiger Nose. Spin forward rush. Cut him down. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. The jump in and grows them. Big throw. This may turn into a big chance. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. That corner is starting to look scary. Player 2 to a burnout. Did they mean to do that? t-shirt with that finish. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Round 1. Fight.
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Still very early in the round. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Taking stock. Neither of them willing to back off. Takes a trip. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Nice! Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Still goes low, then high with this counter. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Brushes off the impact. Crunchy tiger. Brushes that off and keeps going. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Drive rush to keep it going. Nice tiger though. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Sagat's got his prey in his sights. He's about to tear the flesh right off the bone with this Tiger Vanquisher. Alex taking him to the Mile High Club, baby. Using the super can open up huge chances for you. Sees the overhead coming. That's gonna leave him rattled. You need guts to pull that off. Player 1.
Here comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business. All right.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Gets the counter in. Lots of aggression from both sides. Blocks the jump in. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Checks him with a projectile. The jump in is denied. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Will we see a drive impact? Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? Both fighters are barely alive. Smart play to stop in there! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Still very early in the round. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 2 will look to apply... Burnout activates. Player 2 in dire straits with Burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Goes air to air and takes their turn. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Connects with medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Not okay. Oh. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Fight.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Overdrive. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner switch. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Gets the counter hit throw. What's the play here?
Not done yet.
Throws him. What's next? With this super art connect, this Dragon Last Flame could be big. Projectile to try and change the situation. Closes out the round with a fireball. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediate jump in. Pokes with a medium kick. Doesn't miss a beat. Keeping them away. Excellent. Player 2 will need to play it. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Will we see a drive impact? Both fighters planning some... just goes for it at this range. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Life lead is there, but this can lead to some big damage. In with the crossover. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Back to the court. Are we gonna play impact peekaboo? And whip! They're wide open! Jinrai? Player 2 can't use any that amazing never say die attitude got them the win! Got it.
Challenging you.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Uh-oh, falls short. Got a ton of damage off that opening. Can they do it again? Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Had the radar up and drive rush to keep it going. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive. Closing moments of the match. Experiencing burnout. Manages to block, comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance.
Round 2.
Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Jumps in. Quick dash in. Smart play with the throw. Knockdown. Fires a tiger shot. Hits him with a stop and pop. Knockdown and jump. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Breaks the block with a throw. Goes for the rush. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Impact squash. Going on the offensive? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Excellent block. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync. Gets him with a Euro step. Drives it back. That combo did decent damage. You've gotta be knocked them out of the air. And whiffs. They're wide open. Sticks out and getting it all on the drive run. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very good putting the cherry on top. The Tiger's caught its prey and is about to sink its fangs in. Get ready because this is gonna be vicious. Up and over. Player 2 is in a very good spot. They're dizzy. Player 1 can't use any drive move. Got him not going anywhere. Rattle and hung with a tiger. Burn out, but they may have a plan. They're just gonna go for it with the super. I called it! The shot pays off! Player 1 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have pulled that. Nothing stops this train. Nice tiger though. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. The combo's there. There's a wall splat, which leaves them wide open. Taking stock. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? KO! Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Goes in on the impact for nothing. Sticks the combo. Player two brushes that off and keeps going. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Hits the back throw to get the side switch. Both fighters are low on drive. What'll they use it on? Player two will need to play it conserve. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. What'll happen here? Oh, burnout triggered. Scrapping it out up close. Player two will look to up. The drive impact doesn't work. Fireball into the corner. Charges forward. Drive rush. Player two can't use any drive. Got flatlines them. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.